Good morning, everyone. You know we'd started.
Can we start again?
Yeah, just look at it and go, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Right, what are we on? We don't know what we are. What are we? Is this week 6, week 7 of lockdown now?
Week 7.
Week 7. Why our week? Isn't it everyone's week 7 from official lockdown?
How long we've been at home?
Didn't the kids finish school on the Friday and then on the Monday was official? No one's allowed.
The Tuesday was the.
I thought it was Monday, like 8 p.m. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Not about to have an argument over that when we can prove.
No, you're right. It was Monday evening, but the Tuesday was when it was starting.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Doesn't really matter. It was Mother's Day. That's what I remember. So yes, cool. That's not what we're talking about today.
It's really not.
We are not going to be discussing lockdown. You wanted to. We had our coffee morning yesterday. Our online.
Yeah.
Coffee
It was
morning.
really good, and it was really.
I'm sorry. VE Day today.
I was getting there.
Oh, right.
Don't just chop and change everything.
Well, I felt it was the most.
That's what your mum moans about, and I can see her point. All right.
I felt VE Day was more important.
It's
than
VE Day today, and we're going to have a tea party on our front garden, which is quite nice. Alan's got to go and bake with the kids in a bit,
Yes.
and we've got some jam and cream, and we'll make some sandwiches.
Do I share my Grandad's story from the war? Very quickly.
If you want to.
Very quick. So my granddad, like a lot of people's granddads, parents, brothers, uncles, and everyone else, was in the Second World War, and he was a prisoner of war in Italy. And no, he was in Africa.
He was in Africa.
And then they got moved up to Italy. We've seen some pictures from it. It was as bad as you can imagine. And when he was in the prisoner of war camp in Italy, him and a couple of other guys escaped. And they spent 3 weeks on the run going south through Italy. And we've managed to track his route. It's quite interesting. I've got a Google map where I've pinpointed it based on his memoirs. And as he's going south, like 3 weeks on the run, being tracked by the Italian soldiers, they met the Canadian front line, but had conquered Africa and were coming up through Italy into Europe. And then they met them. They were now as safe as you can be. But that's not the bit that blows my mind, actually, which is impressive. The bit that blows my mind is then the repatriation. If you think about that nowadays, if we were at war...
It's like in this lockdown situation, what we deem is like unacceptable. What the communication with your granddad was.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's like nowadays, if there's something happens somewhere, they call in a helicopter and fly them out within reason. Obviously, I've never been there. That's my loose understanding, but I know that happens like on Everest and things like that. But not for my granddad. He was repatriated frontline and somehow had to go back into Africa, which was now allied, like an allied place. I can't think of the wording. And then back through Africa, eventually got a boat or something back into the UK, where he then had to go up to Scotland. And at some point in that journey was allowed to write a letter to my nan. And
Hi, I'm alive.
Yeah, hi, I'm alive. And then at some point after he'd gone for debriefing in Scotland, he was allowed to go back home to London. And that's the part that blows my mind, because nowadays you get your mobile phone up and go, hi love, or your sat phone from the, hi love, I'm alive, all is well, I escaped. But no, that would have taken months. And, we've been in lockdown 6-7 weeks. So 50% of that time, my granddad was on the run from the Italians, so no, just mental, blows my mind.
His memoirs are in London, aren't they?
Yeah, in the Imperial War Museum. We have a copy of them, and that's what allowed us to, and then was mentioned in dispatches from King George at the time.
It was George.
I think so, yeah. So apologies if any of those details are wrong, but we're very proud of the story of our granddad.
It really is, and it, again, it's when you have those kind of stories and you think about them, and a VE Day kind of celebration is a great way of it actually coming to the forefront of your mind. That actually, we are not suffering right now. This is hard.
Oh, you're turning it into one of these. Okay, go.
Got a little bit of snot in the bid.
That's cyberbullying, just so you know.
It's not. It's just moving a little bit crap off your face. This is really hard for us. It's hard for a lot of you, and it's hard for us, and it's hard for anyone kind of change their. It's hard for us who are not earning the money that we want to be earning,
Such a cheeky monkey.
and not going out and eating in nice restaurants. Hello. But this is not hard when you think about the things that people have gone through, and oh dear.
You slipped.
I'm just going to keep talking.
Yeah, keep talking. You're alright. Yeah, she's
fine.
She's fine to cuddle.
So really, it's like getting a bit of perspective, isn't it? Really, is.
Well, I yeah, I think everyone's okay.
Yeah,
with
but
it,
we are, but we have the ability to speak to our family and friends. We have
FaceTime them.
We have FaceTime. We have Zoom. We have, you know, we can just pick up our phone and speak to them on the good old landline if we want to. We can even look at from a safe distance and wave through windows. I know a lot of people doing. So really, imagine not being able to even know if your family or friend member, our friend, is even alive or in the country or where they are in the world. I think we are very, very.
I think that's the bit that always blows my mind about World War One and World War Two. You said bye, and see you in a few years. You know, it's like the Crusades as well. Yes, darling, I'm off to for the Crusades. I'll see you in 6 years. You know, it's the comprehension blows my mind. Right,
that wasn't what we were going to talk about.
Well, you
today.
went off on this. We can do this thing, and I just wanted to share the story of my granddad because I'm proud of it. So.
But today, what we were talking about, we had a really good coffee morning yesterday. And we love our coffee mornings. Josie, if you touch that button, you are dead meat.
I'm in the button.
We had a good group of people. There are 8 of us on the calls. They're never massive calls, which is really nice because actually you get to speak to people.
I think we call that intimate. And can you mind your coffee near my computer and our son, please?
Yeah, forget the computer. Have the hot coffee on his face, maybe.
Computer. No. His skin will repair. The computer won't.
So it was a really intimate conversation, but a really good conversation, and we had a little bit of a theme about our content creation and what everyone's doing at the moment for their content creation. And one of the things that came out of it, which we all agreed on, and actually it was a really good point, was the fact that our content being smartphone content, be it snaps around your house and all that kind of stuff, and being a bit more imaginative of what we're doing. And we always talk about Ice and Lime, but I can't stress enough how amazing he has embraced that by using his Lego Duplo Gruffalo toys around his house to create scenes about their business is really clever. But thinking what's different on the grid, and there's a lot of noise on, especially on Facebook groups, where there are a lot of you can tell that they're a funnel with your freebie at the bottom. There's the long spiel that you get, and you need this right now in your life because you need to be doing this right now, and you're missing out on this trick. And here's a lovely glossy photo with a nice filter over it, and it's very easy to either be overwhelmed by that, thinking, oh my god, I'm not doing the right stuff, but also you just end up scrolling past because there's so much of it, because everyone has kind of
a lot of noise.
There's
online.
a lot of noise, and actually by thinking outside...
It's like people putting vlogs up every day and everything. There's a lot of noise.
There is a lot of noise. Thank you for watching, if you're watching. But it's our bit of, we said it's our bit of sanity, isn't it?
It's as much about us as it is about everyone else.
But when you haven't got picture perfect imagery and stuff on your grid, but it's something that resonates and has value, and it's something that people want to talk about, that's far more important. It's going to be much easier for you to stand out and interact with. It doesn't have to be so polished, and we need to get away from that fact that polished means perfect in terms of your business and how your business runs. Because the biggest thing that came out of yesterday's point was, we are all business owners. We know how to run a business. We do not know that goes without being said. You know, we know how to run a business. We've been doing it for maybe 6 months, 10 years, 25. It doesn't matter. We know how to do that, and all of a sudden, because we've had to pivot or change or direct, it's very easy to forget that actually maybe we don't know what we're doing, and we do know what we're doing.
No one knows how to be you and do what you do better than you.
Yes. Well done. Would you stop it?
You're such a monkey.
Just slap me around
Just so you know, everyone, it was a full moon last night, and in our house we generally pay the price for full moons. It started very early in the day, actually, not last night, in the day, and it definitely went through in the night. Our oldest, who normally sleeps quite soundly, was up, I don't know, 3 times, I think, last night. So we had all 3 up. Anyway, that's it. We try to minimise the parental woes.
But we do it every single day.
No. We do snapshots. We definitely don't. I don't feel we labour it. If we labour it, apologies. It's not the point. Right, yeah. So let's keep content authentic. And look, it's VE Day. Let's make it more about it was the end of the war rather than a victory over someone else, if I'm honest. That's my opinion on that. I'd rather see that war ended than...
Oh my God.
No, just my
Soapbox.
thought. So what?
Soapbox.
Not really. So you went off on a soapbox about lockdowns. Mine was a short snippet. Perhaps it's going to be one of those days in this house.
Tell us what you're going to do today. Are you going to have a party? Are you going to have an afternoon tea?
Who's dressing up as Vera Lynn?
Are you not going to bother at all? Are you forging ahead with work? Let us know what you're doing. We'd love to know. And if you've got any pictures of what you do, before you share them.
Happy VE Day, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.